Welcome to Installing a Guest Operating System Part 1. In Part 1, I'm going to go ahead and install Windows Vista into the virtual machine that I created in an earlier video, and in that virtual machine I told it that I would install the guest operating system later. And so later has finally come, and so we're going to install that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all go out to my virtual machine for Windows Vista, and I'm going to edit the virtual machine settings because as of right now there is no operating system here, and I will click on the CD DVD device, and if I was going to install this from an ISO file I would click that here and I would choose one if I've used it before in the drop down, or I could just click browse and browse out to find this thing. But since this is in my DVD drive, I'll just let it auto detect and figure that out. So it's out there in the DVD drive, so now I just need to power on this virtual machine, and then it is going to kick off a regular full install of Windows Vista. Now it's warning me here, hey, you've got some other stuff connected to your computer. Do you want to make these available to this virtual machine? I'm just going to skip that, and then notice it's giving me a little hint down here. Click in the virtual machine to send keystrokes to it. Install Windows Vista as you would on a physical computer. When you're done, click I finished installing, okay, right here. So you'll notice right here, not a whole lot's going on right now. It will in a second. I don't know if you can hear it, but my hard disk has started spinning up, and you can notice here that Windows is loading some files. All right, and so I will pull this over and I will pull this down, and actually I can click right here and turn that off to give myself some more space. So no big secret here. From this point on, it's life as usual. This is going to go through a normal install of Windows Vista. Now keep in mind, we're not doing an easy install here, because if you remember, if you go back to the video entitled Creating a VM, when I actually set up this virtual machine, I told it I would add the operating system later, and so that basically got me around the easy install. But in part 2 of installing a guest operating system, I'm going to show you, for example, this screen right here. You won't get it because an easy install takes defaults and all this stuff for you. So I'll just click next here. I have to click in the screen the first time, and then I will install now. And so this is going to kick off the install of the incredible operating system called Windows Vista. Little joke there for those of you who've ever used Vista. And so I will accept the license terms, and then do I want to do a custom clean install? Now this will kind of scare you the first time you see this, because when I tell it a custom install, it's going to tell me or warn me that I've got unallocated space, 40 gigs. Well, no kidding. What's going on here is that's the 40 gigs that I set aside when I created my virtual machine, and it's not going to delete or take away anything that should be there from a host operating system. That's already been set aside. So now this installation is going to take place, and I just have to sit here and be patient and watch it happen. Now that's one advantage of an easy install that asks me all the questions I need up front, and I just kind of answer all the questions, kick it off, and then go to lunch, go find something to do with myself until everything happens. And so what I'm going to do here is to just simply pause the video so you don't have to watch this and listen to me try to think of things to say. And I'll join you back up. I'll take the pause off, and we'll talk about different aspects of the installation as they pop up here. Now notice we've begun the painful process of watching the expanding files portion here, and it's starting to climb slowly now. But I also wanted to point out something here. Up here on the toolbar, there is a button that will show or hide the console view. So if I click this, you will notice it shows me the settings that I have on my machine that's being installed, but I can also still see the install going on right here. And I can go out and look at some aspects of this. Now, if it's grayed out like the RAM, I can't change this until I power the machine down or do something else, but I can still see the options that I've chosen. If I've got a question about what I've done here, and then I can still see the status of what's going on, and then I can click this and go back to my full screen size if I would like. So you can work in any environment when you like here. They've really done a real good job with this home base environment interface for VMware Workstation 8. So anyway, that's enough of me. I'll pause it one more time and we'll let the files expand. Actually, I'll just kind of probably go ahead and end the video here, because everything else is going to be just the same standard installation. We're just going to let it run. It'll probably pop up and ask me some more questions, and want to know a product key at some point. username, password, all that sort of thing. At this point, we're installing Windows Vista, and in part 2 of this video, entitled Installing Guest Operating System, we'll look at installing Vista one more time, but this time we'll let the easy install go. So join me in part 2.